Hey community, this is Dr. Hugh coming at you, and this is my beautiful, lovely, blonde dove, 𝗬𝗵𝗆 Tammy. And what we're going to do today is we want to go over a protocol that we have found effective. Now, this is for the ladies out there. I just want to have this disclaimer. You should check with your doctor to see if this is okay for you to do this protocol. So this is something that we have discovered to help UTIs, especially like after intercourse and that kind of thing. And I know there's a lot of ladies out there that are suffering with chronic UTIs, whether it be after intercourse or just going to the bathroom or just random UTIs. So I know that there's women out here that have these chronic things and have been put on antibiotics and antibiotics and antibiotics and nothing works. And with more and more antibiotics, maybe you've been damaged by the fluoroquinolones or some other kind of antibiotic because you've been dealing with these chronic conditions. So we're going to go over this product right here, or my beautiful 𝗬𝗵𝗆 is going to go over this product right here. You can buy this on Amazon. Basically, it's colloidal silver gel with glutathione in it, and my wife is going to kind of go over how she uses it. So I want to tell you this, that this here, if you look in the ingredients, and I'll put the ingredients up somewhere, is this is very, very natural products, right? There's no like harsh chemicals in here. Now, if you're out there, if you ever used any like KY jelly or anything like that, you can look at the ingredients on KY jelly and compare them to this. And this is very, very natural product. Like this has glutathione in it, it has colloidal silver. You can pronounce everything in here. It has alpha-lipoic acid. All these are natural healing things that actually will fight bacteria. Like colloidal silver kills bacteria. So somehow if you can insert this in your vagina, which we're going to be talking about, you can do this prophylactically. You can do this when you feel like you have a UTI. If you check with your doctor, right, and he or she would approve this kind of method. Now, one of the things you can do too is you can go on Amazon and you can search this product and you can search the reviews and you can put in there UTIs, and you can see like women have used these things, this product, for chronic UTIs. So we're just trying to get this information out there because I think this is kind of like a hidden gem that a lot of people are suffering with and have no idea what to do. And then they get on these antibiotics, and that's a whole spiral downward. Is one antibiotic leads to another antibiotic, and then you become antibiotic resistant, and your body builds up immune system to the antibiotics, and then you're in a bad position. So what my wife's going to do is how to use it.
Okay, so ladies, here is what I love about this, because usually when you start to feel the symptoms of a UTI or a yeast infection, you can feel it, you know, when you feel like you need to frequently urinate, or you can kind of feel that burning sensation. So as we all know, it's important to get ahead of those symptoms before they progress and get worse, and nobody wants to have to go to the doctor for the symptoms of a UTI, and obviously nobody wants to be put on antibiotics. So in the past, before I met my wonderful husband, that was my only solution, and I hated that because obviously we don't want to take meds. So this I have found is awesome. It's awesome when you start to feel those symptoms come on, and it's awesome even just from a preventative standpoint to use. And what my husband did not mention is that it also comes in a liquid form, which I've used that and I've tried that, and I've used that with more of a tampon applicator where you just put the liquid on the tampon and insert, and that has worked really well as well. But we then discovered the gel, and I love the gel. So very simple process, just using an applicator. You can buy these on Amazon, suppository applicators.
And I'll put a link to that.
And it's just like a little syringe. I can't open it. There we go.
Just so I can see.
Well, and usually we just bought these, but usually they are clear, which is helpful to just kind of see how the gel goes in. So unfortunately this is not clear, but you just put in, I usually just do like, is this open? Okay, so I usually just put in like 3 pumps in the applicator, and you can kind of see the gel going in there. I'm showing it for demonstration purposes so you can see the gel, but usually you just kind of put the
whole
head,
tip in.
yeah, and then pump 3 times. So once you have those 3 pumps in, and you just insert, and it's nice because it's not like something that runs out or anything. It just alleviates those symptoms over, you know, the course of a few days. Sometimes it takes maybe 2. I guess sometimes I'll just do it 1 time a day. Sometimes I'll do it twice. But it definitely helps and alleviates or relieves the pain that can come from those UTI symptoms. So I hope this is helpful, a helpful solution, a more natural solution to what we all have experienced. And we all know it's incredibly uncomfortable to experience the symptoms of a UTI or a yeast infection. So all natural product.
Yeah, so I just have a couple of questions. So one of the things is, a couple of things is, if a woman's prone to, UTIs and that kind of thing, and again, you would just want to check this with your OBGYN, make sure that they approve, is that, you could theoretically, kind of just use this as like a KY. So if a woman's out there and like if you're gonna if you have intercourse and you're prone to having these UTIs, so one of the things I found with my clients is like if these women, yourself, if you're prone to having UTIs with intercourse, generally you don't want to have intercourse, right? Because you don't want to get a UTI. Right. So that kind of sucks for the intimacy of the relationship. So some things that can be done, and again, you can go on the reviews on Amazon, and I've done this, so that's why I know that they're there, is you could use this, instead of using a KY jelly, you could use this right here, which is a colloidal silver, right? It's a colloidal silver jelly that kind of kills the bacteria. And you should do your investigation, and you'd want to look at these ingredients in here, and it's shocking at, it's water in here. It's advanced cellular silver. It is L-glutathione, right? So glutathione's in there. We have NAC in there. We have carnitine in there. We have, here's another L-glutamine in there. So these are just like natural God-given supplements in there. Now, if you'd go and look at like KY jelly, there's going to be like propanol in there. Like that's like the main ingredient in there. And that's like an oil-based, like from oil gasoline kind of substance. So, that's what I think too. Another thing, a possibility that I think might work for women if they're prone to UTIs, just like going to the bathroom. After you go to the bathroom, you could just use a little drop right here and put it down in your vagina area there. So I think that's a possibility. But again, another disclaimer, just check with your medical doctor, make sure like this is approval with that. And any other questions with that? Yeah. So when it comes to the colloidal silver method, where you put that in the tampon and insert it versus the gel, what do you prefer?
Well, now I would say I do prefer the gel since we've found this solution over the liquid form. But I find both to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yes, how many pumps did you put in here?
What I would normally do is 3.
Yeah.
I think I only put 1 in.
Okay, so I'm just going to put. Okay, so you put that all the way down. I just wanted to show them kind of like how much is in there.
Oh, right.
So here, I'm going to go back. So we're going to show you how much is kind of like in here when we pump it out. So I'm going to go all the way down here. So I think let me just put another.
So I wish it was clear. But...
Yeah, the clear ones are definitely better. Oh. Okay. So then here, I'm going to get a close up. And so there's roughly like 2.5, 3 pumps in there just to show you how much is in there.
It's usually filled right about there.
Okay.
Or maybe right more like there.
And then just pump it out just so they kind of can see like how much is in there.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Okay, and you can see it's just put it on your hand. It's silver, right? I mean, it's clear. It's completely clear. And I've had people actually, when you talk about this, I had people that have had like. This is another application, kind of a side note. But I've actually had people that have had like wounds that wouldn't heal on, like if they had like diabetes wounds, or I've had a couple of people that have had like significant like cellulitis where it's like inflamed and stuff, and they've used this gel and it's actually on the skin now, it's actually like their infection actually went away. So there's a lot of applications to this. So we just wanted to put this out there because, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, there's a lot of women suffering with these chronic problems, and there's no solutions. And the solution is here's some antibiotics, and that's it. And it's really can be devastating, especially if you've been damaged by taking these antibiotics. So with that being said, share this, give me a comment down below, and
Hope it's helpful.
yeah,
Yeah.
take care. Bye-bye.